All right, today we're going to take a look at the song You Deserve in the key of E, and it is by Third Culture, written by Vaughn Thompson Jr. And so right off the bat, I just want to mention we're doing it in the key of A. It was originally written in the key of A flat and performed in the key of A flat. So I took it up a half step just because it makes more sense for our team since the song's really guitar driven, for one. The other thing is we sing a lot of faster songs in the key of A, so it's going to make better for transitions between some of our fast songs. But it's a really fun song to play, especially on bass. There's opportunities to play slap and a lot of really cool movement. So we'll just kind of get right to the beginning. The bass comes in on this little melodic line in the intro. So the melody is E, A, E, A, and then it goes to a D, C sharp, and then our landing note will then be a D, because that's the first chord of the intro. All right, and I do kind of a little grace note. So right before I land on that D. So just memorize that little line. It's gonna come up quite a bit in this song. All right, so let's go through the intro. We're just doing slap octaves. So all right, so it's pretty straightforward, just doing octaves on all of the root notes of the progression. So it's D, A, E, and C sharp. And if slapping and plucking is uncomfortable or just something that you're not super confident doing, you can just as easily finger pick the octaves that we're playing. So and then even that's a little bit too difficult because you're not used to playing the octaves, just play the same note, just with rhythm, the rhythm that matches what the bass player is doing, because what the bass player is doing is really based off of what the drummer's doing. So those two things have to be really tight. So this could be what it looks like if you don't want to do the octaves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all of those are acceptable ways to play this riff. So the intro riff and the riff for the verses are practically identical. Same progression, D, A, E, A over C sharp, which bass is playing the C sharp. But what changes once we get to verse 2, they go D, A, E, and then they kind of play like a F sharp and uses C sharp as a passing note to get to D. So I'll just play what that looks like really quick. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's a really good rhythm to know between the F sharp and C sharp, because it takes us into the pre-chorus really easily. So going into the pre-chorus, so this would be like verse 2. F sharp. All right, and then so we make the changes into the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus is pretty straightforward. It's just a walk up B minor, C sharp, D, then F sharp, D, E, and that's pretty much it. It'll build and get us into the chorus. Not too much to talk about in the pre-chorus, except I do want to mention the second time they play the pre-chorus, they play it 2 times in a row. So just kind of watch out for that. They'll go B, C sharp, D, F sharp, D, E, then back, B, C sharp, D, right? F sharp, D, E. And then the second time again, they're playing it 2 times in a row, and then they're holding the D out, that 5 chord, extra long to kind of build suspense into the chorus. Chorus, pretty straightforward. The changes are pretty simple. There's not really much to have to explain there. You could get away with just reading the chord chart and playing along. Probably just be just fine. Then going from, let's see, if you're looking at the chord chart, looking at the tag, you'll notice the tag is the same exact chord progression as the intro and the verse. It's played exactly the same. So again, you'll see that progression quite a bit. It's the bass really sits on that for a while. We keep kind of coming back to it. So just realize the tag is the same exact thing as the intro and the verse. Okay, and then going into bridge 1, so coming out of the chorus, the song really just dives right into the bridge. There's really nothing to set us up for the bridge. So they're going right from Hallelujah, Hallelujah, we worship you, we worship you, right? And right into the So the way I'm kind of thinking of that timing is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and when you saw me play through it, I was probably doing a lot of octaves. Right? So you can do octaves or you can do it just single stringed if you want to. And then I will say there is a little walk up that they do on bass, and you don't hear it so much in the keys. I guess you do, but the walk up in bass going into the bridge is F sharp, G sharp, A, C sharp, and then it lands for that D13. Okay, so coming out of the chorus, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, we worship you, we worship. Okay, and then they do it again when they're going to repeat bridge 1, so they'll right? And they just land right back on that D. Bridge 2, not a whole lot to talk about. It's pretty straightforward. 3 chords, D, F sharp, E, and it just repeats over and over. So I think they actually do that progression, bridge 2, I think a total of 8 times before they go back into the chorus. And then on the bottom of the chord chart, last thing you'll see, actually second to last thing you'll see is a chorus 2. So they play the first half of the chorus the same way they always do. A, B minor, right? To F sharp minor, D, to E, right? And then the second half, they change it up on this very last chorus. They play A over C sharp. Then to a D over F sharp, and we're just driving. Drums are doing some crazy stuff right here. Then to like a 4 over 5, which is a D over E. Then we stay for the next chord, which changes to just a regular E major. All right, and then they'll do the like you deserve. The bass usually just plays like you deserve. So it's just D, C sharp, D. That takes us right back into the. All right. All right. So yeah, that last chorus will go right into the outro, which is the same as the intro, same as the tag, same as the verse. It's that same progression over and over. And then just notice the last thing is the ending, and it's just a walk down. B minor, A, F sharp, E, D, and they end on that D, the 4 chord. D. Okay, so just pay attention to the timing of that. It's all syncopated, and if you listen, there's like either electric guitar or I think it might be a synth that is doing this melody. Kind of walks up, and it's a good tell of when we're supposed to come in with that, just to support it. All right, so that's about it for You Deserve. Take this one really slow and have fun with it. It's a really fun song to play. Until next time, just keep practicing, and we'll see you again. Bye.